What's up, fellow lords of gaming? Welcome back to the channel. Let's dive right into this not near anniversary content. So Marvel Future Fight, 9 years, and they're giving away now a potential Transcendent character selector as well as your tier 3 selector. If you haven't seen the video about the tier 3s, please go ahead and watch that. Let's jump right in and talk about these Transcendent characters and where you should and where you shouldn't be investing your materials. So the list is a little bit shorter than our tier 3s, so it should be easier to get through. So let's start out with the new tier 4 for Angel. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of reason for you to tier 4 Angel, and even less reason for you to transcend him. So he's an easy skip for me. It's not, and I love Angel's character, especially when he was under the wing of our Apocalypse. However, that's about where it is, where my bias is there. Bishop, easy skip, hard skip. Like, I hate to say it, this dude needs more love. That's just basically it. But if you know, you know. So then we move on to Moon Knight, and Moon Knight has great potential, especially in terms of the combat role. He's more than likely going to receive more when we basically get some more of his series in terms of uniform. So there could be more power coming from him. He is at tier 4, so it's a great transcendence there. Probably number 1 on my list of characters that you should be tier 4ing is Spider-Gwen. She's so powerful, you really don't need to take her to tier 4. Basically getting her level 80 transcendence is really good, and probably good enough, really, but she's probably at the top of my list. Up next, Sif. She's great in terms of the passive supports that she provides, so if you're in need of those, then 100% go ahead and get them. Otherwise, this would be a skip for me. Gamora, great DPS support type character. Probably number 2 on my list of characters in here that you should be probably selecting. If you're not, I'm not sure why, but she's a great character that can go to tier 4, so a great transcendent selection, especially in the fact that she can hold her own in content and provide you support. Can't go wrong. Scream, easy, skip. Red Guardian, even easier, skip. Shadow Shell can go to tier 4. I haven't really played with her a whole lot, so I don't know to tell you to tier 4 her or not. I think this one comes down to there's not a whole lot of power there since she was one of the original tier 4s. Otherwise, I would just skip. War Tiger. I like the character design, thought he was really cool, but that's pretty much where it ended. None of those characters that came out of the whole Warriors of the Sky type thing that was done basically, you know, engendered anything to me about the game. There were great introductions to the, you know, OG type character list, but that's pretty much where it ended. Same thing for his brethren in Swordmaster. These were easy enough skips, basically, to say there are better characters for you to transcend, and I would probably transcend those characters instead. We get up to Thing, and Thing, there's not a whole lot of power inside this character or usage for this character inside of much of the PvE type landscape that you have, other than maybe like a Shadowland Clear and maybe like Alliance Conquest or something like that. But even there, I don't really think so. Now, of note, you know, Fantastic Four does have a movie coming out probably in a year, and they could receive great upgrades by then. And, you know, I expect Marvel's First Family to receive some of this just due, which at current it just is not there. So I would hold off on this character currently, but expect that you should be building into him. The same is said for Human Torch, 100%. America Chavez, while I loved the character, I loved the kit, I thought it was she was a great introduction into the Doctor Strange universe. It's a skip. Heimdall is a good support type character overall. You can see here they got him recommended for boss battle and in arena in the DPS position. I'm going to tell you right now, skip out on that. You're not using him for it at all. This is a World Boss Ultimate type character, not a World Boss Legend type character. Next up, Titania. Great leadership. That's the only reason why you should be using her. She does do some damage, but not enough in my opinion. And so I would skip this character. Next up, we got Absorbing Man, and while he's Absorbing Man, Crusher Grill, easy skip. Beast, support type character. If you need the supports, then he's worthy of transcendence, but really that's where it ends. Moon Girl could receive some type of upgrade in the year because she was listed inside the hero poll as characters, and they said that, hey, the characters inside those hero polls would be receiving updates. I think she's a really cool character overall. A lot of cool, interesting design to her character and how she's introduced into the Marvel universe. We're just not seeing that reflective inside the game. Maybe we will. Medusa is a great great pairing with her husband, Black Bolt. The support that she provides to universal type characters, absolutely amazing. So if you need a support type character, she's definitely on that list to basically transcend. Kate Bishop Hawkeye. I thought the character was going to be really cool, especially because of the series, but it just didn't pan out, and I didn't find myself using her very much. You can see I didn't even transcend her. Maybe I do it now. Who knows? I doubt it. Hulk Amadeus Choke. Skip. Easy. No question about it. Silk is going to be good for you inside Shadowland, and that's about it. So skip. Jessica Jones. I have seen word that maybe these characters are reprising their role inside the new Daredevil series, so maybe she's gonna probably be good, but otherwise right now at the moment this is a Transcendence. Skip. Elsa Bloodstone. Skip. Hulk Buster Iron Man. Unless you have Iron Man at tier 4 and you absolutely need Hulk Buster armor to give him a boost, otherwise this is an easy skip. Bullseye. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're talking about with this character. Easy, skip. Iron Fist. Word on the street is that all you should be doing with him is iron skipping. Luke Cage. I like the character. I'm biased. I love Power Man, but this is an easy skip. Drax. This is not a bad character necessarily for what they have him in, but you're not going to be using him on a regular basis. Skip. Next up, Doc Ock. Hey, we've got a character that you can transcend and take to tier 4 and definitely has some viability inside ABL. Definitely has some viability inside World Boss. You might want to look into basically getting that character. And then Red Skull. I don't know why my man not getting no love. Like, why does Red Skull have gotten no love? But he hasn't received very much love. In that respect, like, I really felt like he should have kept pace at least with Captain America, but he has not. This is an easy skip. So out of the list of transcendent characters, my number one choice overall for you to basically transcend, would be Spider-Gwen, so you can take her into the tier 4 if you need to. A lot of people basically got her to level 80, and that's where they pretty much left her at level 80 instead of actually taking her tier 4. Don't feel bad about it, because a lot of people did that with other characters like Odin because they were just so damn powerful at level 80. I think that they became benchmarks as well for why we're seeing characters right now who all the power is in their level tier 4s instead of just getting them to level 80, unfortunately. But really good character. My second one on the list would probably be Gamora, because Gamora is just a great leadership and a DPS character. She's going to provide you value whether you're actually using her as your DPS or you're just using her as support in a team. And then that rounds out my third choice in Moon Knight. I absolutely love the character in terms of what he was there. There was constant battle back and forth between him and Black Panther. I definitely think that he's probably, I'm removing my bias, I definitely think that he has greater viability in the long term for receiving updates and stuff like that. Not to mention that he's in the current hero collection, team up collection, where you can get bonuses from him as well, so that should reflect on these as well. And then like everybody else that's left inside the Transcendence other than Doc Ock, who rounds out the 4th, these are easy pass, so I'll probably put Doc Ock at the number 4 spot, and then Medusa at the number 5. Everybody else is pretty much like a dealer's choice. It's like, do you love that character enough? So just to reiterate, Spider-Gwen, Gamora, Moon Knight, Doc Ock, and Medusa. Those should be the characters that you're basically looking at transcending. They're going to have the most value, I think, inside your account overall for where you're going in the future and where you're at right now to provide some plus up on your character. If you're really trying to get yourself into understanding more about why I'm choosing some of these characters, don't forget to take a look at the team up collection. So for instance, your Guardians of the Galaxy, specifically Gamora, are going to receive benefits from this pack where you can get additional pierce damage inside the game. And that's going to be the litany of characters that you have here, right? So they're going to be receiving bonuses overall from there. Your Midnight Suns characters like Moon Knight is also going to be receiving bonuses. Some of these characters, even with these bonuses, still are not topping out the charts, but they put themselves in somewhat of a contention because of these. Even like your Sinister Six type characters, you can see you're going to have the likes of Doc Ock inside there with his new uniform as well. You're going to have to purchase that uniform. That makes him more viable than not, right? Same ways that if you looked at some of your X-Force type characters, which none of them unfortunately sat in for the characters, but these are reasons to basically consider those those characters on a whole. I would also be looking at these down the road in terms of like, hey, could Wolverine be receiving a new uniform, so forth, blah, 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 you know, because these characters obviously are going to be here. So there's a reason for them to come back to them. But tier Transcendent list, a lot easier for you to hit on than a whole lot of things. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's quick and dirty, but it is what it is. I'm trying to give you guys a best approach to using those Transcendent selectors before you waste them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, like and subscribe. Every like helps, every subscription helps me bring you additional content or more content in the future. It helps me bring closer to my goal of becoming a content creator for video games in general. Until next time, guys, peace.